This next exercise is quite good for trying to play 2 strings at the same time, also using 2 fingers at the same time. So you're creating a lower bass note plus a top harmony and whatever chords or melody you might be playing. In this example, I just used some open chords just to get the idea of how the fingers are going to work. In a previous lesson, I demonstrated how to do an arpeggio pattern where you're using 1 finger at a time, using all 5 fingers. This exercise builds on that a little bit and just brings in the idea of now trying to use 2 notes at a time or 2 fingers at a time. So the way to approach this is to again use your thumb as the finger that follows the root note of each chord, and that's really a good practice just to get into the habit of doing that. The thumb follows the root note of the chord and the other fingers placed individually above that. So if I'm playing a 6-string chord like an E minor, what I'll do is have my thumb on the 6th string, the root, and then I'm just going to use the 1st finger on the 4th string and just play those 2 strings together. And then I move up to my 2nd finger on the 3rd string and then just play those 2 notes together. And then go up to my 3rd finger, which is going to play the 2nd string, and then those 2 strings together. And then I'll finish off and I'll use my 4th finger on the top string, the 1st string, and again just in unison with the thumb playing the root. So that gives me a little pattern. So if I just go up each string now, and then what I'll do is I'll just come back down the strings. So go up to the 1st string and then come back down. That's just giving me a set discipline of the spacing between the fingers and the strings. And that way I can get used to just having each finger for each string and then following that nice little pattern. So in the original lesson it was just 1 note at a time, the arpeggio with the thumb on the root, and now you're just building on that and trying to do 2 notes at a time. This helps develop the fingers on the right hand or the fingers on your picking hand. Then if I move up to a 5-string chord like an A minor, same rule, I'll just have my thumb following the root note. So the root note A minor on the 5 string. And then I just do exactly the same pattern with the rest of my fingers. So root and 4th string together, root and 3rd string together, up to my next finger, root and 2nd string together, and then going up to the 1st string with my pinky, my 4th finger. So thumb and 1st finger, thumb and 2nd finger, thumb and 3rd finger, thumb and 4th finger. So the thing I've moved between a 6-string chord and a 5-string chord is my thumb, which follows the root. Try that again. So that gives me that little pattern for the 5-string chords. So if I do the pattern on the 6-string chord, the E minor, and then I move to the A minor, the 5-string chord, then you'll see it's just my thumb that's going to move, and these other 4 fingers are all allocated to their own string. Now I want to move up to, say, a 4-string chord. So my thumb again, it follows the root. So it's just going to go up to the 4th string. And then I only really need my 1st finger on the 3rd string, 2nd finger on the 2nd string, and then 3rd finger on the 1st string. I don't need my 4th finger anymore because I've only got those. That's my pattern there. So what I'll do is I'll do the same thing, starting off with a root on its own, and then root and 3rd string, root and 2nd string, root and 1st string. I'll just go up the strings, and back down. I'll try that again. It still gives me my 8 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now I can try the transition between the 6-string chord, the 5-string chord, and the 4-string chord. 8 beats for each chord. So it's quite a little disciplined exercise, and I find it just helps to build up the idea of using all individual fingers on individual strings, and the idea of playing just 2 notes at a time, using 2 fingers at a time. Now you can just vary the chords a little bit just to mix it up. G major is your 6-string chord. C major is your 5-string chord. Maybe a D minor as your 4-string chord. Just exactly the same. Thumb's going to follow the root, and all these other fingers are just going to take their position from the thumb.